And we're back, guys. Tennis in a minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. Australian Open predictions for free. Hit the super thanks, like the video, drop a flag where you are from. Let's get right into it, guys. One of the favorites to win this whole thing, Elena Rybakina from Kazakhstan. Now, listen, guys, I think it's genius. Flee from Russia to Kazakhstan. It's right on the border. Get funding for your tennis career and show the world that Russia made a mistake. Elena Rybakina 555, Russia 0. She is killing Russia. Listen, guys, Rybakina owns the head-to-head against Pliskova. Pliskova, former world #1, guys. That's right, but she doesn't have the hardware. We saw Angelique Kerber take her out at the US Open several years ago. But this is a matchup here where Rybakina, look, she beat Pliskova at Abu Dhabi in straight sets. She beat her in Mexico a couple years ago in straight sets, and she beat her in Dubai a couple years ago straight sets. It's going to be very tough to back Pliskova in this spot here. Pliskova did look good against Osaka, where she had to literally come back and win that match, but she won a set off of Ostapenko as well. But the loss to Siniakova, that's a tough loss. Elena Rybakina, she is a champion. We saw her win Brisbane, but she lost in the second round to Alexandrova. This is a matchup here where I wouldn't count Pliskova out, because not only can she match the serving intensity of Rybakina, being one of the best servers of this generation, I think her forehand is better than Rybakina's. I think when Rybakina goes to the backhand, that's where she's really good, and I think Rybakina's probably got a better mid-range game. Karolina Pliskova mid-range, I talked about this a lot, being one of the taller players, Rybakina's got the best mid-range game. She can get the ball over the net with her backhand, and the trajectory of her forehand mid-range, getting that ball over the net, it's beautiful. Pliskova struggles in this category. She is one of the taller players that just struggles mid-court getting the ball over the net. Therefore, I give the edge to Rybakina. I just think all over the court, she's going to be the better shot maker, and she's got the better range, and she's working on her net play. I like Rybakina to win. Buxa and Blinkova, this is going to be a good match. Now, Buxa does own the head-to-head, but I think Blinkova is a good mid-range player. She struggles from the baseline. Cristina Buxa is from Spain. She's a better baseliner. That's how they teach Spanish players. Start from the baseline. She's going to have the advantage here. I think she's got the cardio advantage. I think the longer the rally goes, Buxa's a better shot maker. I think she's got the better range. They played last year in France, where recently, not too long ago, where Buxa won that pretty easily. I don't like the loss from Blinkova to Fruhvirtova. I don't like that loss. The Daria Saville loss, I can understand it. I do think Saville is a better player than Buxa. So to win a set off of Buxa, I mean, Saville is pretty good, but I just think I gotta go with Buxa to win at least a set. I'm not gonna take her to win the match, but I think Buxa will win at least a set. That's a good value. And remember, I don't necessarily tell you who's going to win the match. I have a lot of people that want predictions so they can win. My job is to help you win. 80% win rate historically. We'll take Buxa to win a set. Tatiana Maria, Camila Osorio. This is a match I'll be watching. You have two defensive powerhouses, two good shot makers. Here's the thing with this match. Both ladies really push the same type of style. But Tatiana Maria, she's just so far advanced with her game. Now, she hasn't been that active, a member of the German United Cup Championship team, but I imagine she had some good practices with players there. She got the walkover against Podoroska at Hobart, but she lost to Victoria Tomova. That shows me that she's probably not in her best shape. While Camilla's been in some tough matches, guys, very tough matches. She took out Jody Burrage, good win. She took out Shan, second round of qualifiers, and she, in the first round against Smedlova, she had the match. She was up 5-1 and she blew it. Smedlova's got a lot of power. This is the type of matchup I do think right now Osorio's probably in the better shape. I think she's going to come out very fast. If Tatiana Maria warms up, Tatiana Maria will literally do the same defensive slice in mid-court. She'll do it 10 times in a row until you make a mistake and show you're not disciplined enough to win the point. That's how disciplined Tatiana Maria is. This is going to be a very good matchup. Overall, I mean, I think Maria's the better player just because she's more experienced on the court. Tactically, she has an insane strategy that weak-minded players can't live up to. I think like I said, I think Osorio comes out fast. If Tatiana Maria, she's probably gonna have to do it in 3, but we'll take the first set over 8.5. That's the pick, guys. Diana Snyder taking on Jasmine Paolini. I don't think Diana's looked good lately. She was a member of my top players to watch out for this year, and I think she'll turn it on. She's good enough, you know. She's very skilled. Like I said, she's like a walking tank. She's so powerful. I think her best play though is vertically, while Jasmine Paolini, she's gonna have the better baselining techniques. I think probably she's going to be the faster, more athletic, not probably, she definitely is going to be the faster two-way player, more athletic. She can put a lot of pressure on Diana to come forward after just pinning her deep from the baseline. That's got to be the strategy here. You don't want to hang here and go toe-to-toe with someone like Diana Snyder, who's just, I think she can overpower Jasmine Paolini coming from the opposite side, considering she's a left-handed player. That's going to really frustrate Jasmine Paolini if she's not careful. But I think Paolini should have enough to take care of Diana Snyder as she is starting to play more main tour matches. You know, there's a lot more footage on her. You can game plan against her, and she's been struggling lately to get victories. We saw her lose to Andreeva recently, and that's a match where she got beat very bad by Mara. And we saw her lose to Yu Yan, even though she won a set. Yan and Snyder, they've been in some very tough matches, but I do think Jasmine Paolini right now, just especially winning a set off of Caroline Garcia, having that match possibly in her grasp, taking out Angelique Kerber, the match with Buska should have reinforced her cardio and her stamina and long rallies. I think Jasmine Paolini wins the match. That's a pick. Drop a flag where you're from, hit the super thanks, like the video. Stay tuned for more free predictions. We'll be right back.